This ABC 15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. It is another weather action day as the extreme heat sticks around, so please keep that in mind. And Hurricane Idalia making landfall. One impact we could feel all the way in Arizona, gas prices. And Labor Day weekend is days away. The two combined are expected to drive up fuel demand, which could raise prices everywhere.
We've activated our emergency fuel trackers. Now, as millions potentially evacuate, that's going to make it a bit of a headache.
This as prices are already spiking here in the valley. The statewide average is sitting at $4.33 for regular, more than 50 cents higher than a month ago. Here in the valley, the average is sitting at $4.53 a gallon. Improving safety on the runway. Arizona Representative Greg Stanton urging the Senate to pass a bill after multiple close calls at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. One of them happening back in June, another earlier this month. The bill would require the FAA to have more performance standards for air traffic control staff. They would also need to hire more staff and modernize the training process for air traffic and tower program controllers. As the excessive heat warning continues across the valley, there's new developments on rules regarding animals outside in the heat. The city changing the definition of adequate shelter, saying a shelter must protect the animal from extreme weather condition and have proper ventilation. A second charge bans owners from tethering animals from chains when it is over 100 degrees outside. She survived the Holocaust, and now an Arizona woman is using that experience to teach all of us about the healing power of forgiveness. Esther Bosch is now 94 years old and lives in Prescott. But on her 16th birthday, she was taken to a concentration camp. She survived and since then has been able to tell her story to the people all across the world. ABC 15's Letty spoke to a rabbi about the significance of this.
Why do you think it's so important that people go and hear this message?
A lot of times it's shared in theory, but here we have the added kind of benefit of someone that literally went through the worst of the worst, the most horrific atrocities that human beings can't even imagine. We see it on film, but even that doesn't do it any justice. So to hear it straight from someone that was in a concentration camp, was in Auschwitz, the worst place on earth, and be able to hear her positive message, I think it's incredibly powerful.
Bosch will be speaking in the Valley next Wednesday at the Chandler Center of the Arts. For more information, we've posted a link on the main page of ABC15.com. Girls on the gridiron, history made for the first official high school sanctioned girls flag football games. Our crew caught up with the McClintock High School Chargers ahead of their first game. They tell us what once seemed like only a dream became a reality on their field.
It's really exciting because we have a place now. It's not just going out and messing around with the football. We have a title now, and we're just as in the standings as the boys, so I think it's really cool.
They sure are. There are 55 teams playing in 2 different conferences. And winners will be announced today for the best squad competition in Cochise County. 10 teams consisting of soldiers from around the country, including Fort Huachuca's own, are swimming, climbing, and crawling in the 2-week event, and the teams are completing 2 to 3 tasks a day, testing their physical and cognitive abilities. The squads are made up of leaders from all across the country.
You get to come out here and do cool Army things that they may not get to do on a daily basis. Because these people here, they're instructing the next generations of soldiers. So they're instructing at AIT. We have drill sergeants out here, so maybe they're not doing these tasks with soldiers all the time.
The team with the highest score will move on to the All-Army competition in September.
Time now for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Another day, another heat warning. We are back under that excessive heat warning, and it runs through 8 o'clock tonight. So one more day under this heat alert. We're also back under an air quality alert, and we could tie the record high today with Phoenix topping out at 113 degrees. It'll be just that hot, out at Lake Havasu with a high of 113 there. Mid-80s in Flagstaff, mid-90s in Payson, and we'll reach 100 today in Globe. That excessive heat warning is for the valley areas like Tucson and Yuma through tonight, and then those heat alerts expire drier as temperatures start to come down. Storm chances are ramping up too. Starting late tonight into tomorrow morning, we'll start to see those rain chances go up, but really tomorrow afternoon and then again Friday looks to be the key day for storms around our state, including here in the valley. And look at how temperatures are coming down as a result. Highs will fall into the upper 90s Friday and Saturday, and then drier air moves in, but those lower temperatures stick around with highs barely at 100 degrees on Sunday. Labor Day at 102 in Phoenix with highs in the 70s in Flagstaff by then.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.